It's the Descendant! Look, Keelan! I was right, wasn't I? I told you HQ would send reinforcements. Looks like I won that bet. Oh, this is great! Drinks for me all night at the Brown Beard.
I don't mind you drinking all night, but just stop talking. You talk too much.
No, I'm gonna talk as much as I want all night long. Oh, right. I'm Inez Rhea, a Descendant with Hound. Nice to meet you. This is the first time I've worked with another Descendant. I was assigned to Hound as soon as I finished my Descendant training. My unit is only sent on missions to Void vessels, so we rarely run into other Descendants who might be heading to intercept battle locations. Hey, Keelan. Haven't you two met before? You were in the Descendant Corps before coming here.
Don't know. Don't really care about other people.
Oh, you know, every time you behave like this, I have to just take a deep breath. If I didn't, I might hit you on the head. For goodness sake, why can't you just get on with people? You get along fine with Jeremy. What's your problem?
None of your business. I'm dealing with it.
Sure you are.
Anyway, how long are you gonna leave the Descendant just standing there, Inez?
I was just about to explain. So, Descendant, we'll keep you fully briefed about the mission, but you'll find a Void vessel very different from the Void intercept battle locations you're used to. We don't know what traps or hazards it might have, so you'll need to be more careful than usual. It won't be easy, but I heard that you're quite the star in the Descendant Corps. I'm sure you'll do just fine on Hound missions too. It's a shame I can't come exploring with you. I could be a huge help. But I've only been back from the Void for a few days, so I can't go with you. You know, too much exposure to Void energy being dangerous and all that. I'll do what I can from here to help you with whatever you need. All right, Descendant? Let's do this. Keelan, you could say something encouraging too.
Good luck on the mission. Let's try not to get in each other's way.
He's got a bit of an attitude problem, but he's also got a heart of gold. So please don't be offended. Sincerely, Inez.
I don't understand, Alpha. Why have I been excluded from this operation? I'm the only Descendant who has any experience with the Void Abyss. Aren't I the logical choice for this?
No. As your commander, I will not allow it. Alpha! You're right. No other Descendant knows the Void Abyss better than you. But can you really tell me that...
Alpha, now that the Descendant Core is here, I'll begin my debrief. Key points to cover include defense against the Vulgus invasion and the search for Corell's missing fleet. First, our defense operation against the invasion is going well, but as we continue attrition warfare, supplies and ammunition are becoming increasingly scarce. It's got to the point where I'm not sure if the enemy is targeting strategic positions or our ammunition stockpiles. The Desleo Armory is working hard, but our ammo production isn't keeping up with consumption.
If that really is their objective, it's a successful one so far. And what about our side? Do we know where that force was originated from?
We've mobilized all of our reconnaissance assets here at the Kingston radar station, but we can't find anything out of the ordinary. Alpha, now might be a good time to reevaluate the plan I submitted. We've already identified an important clue from Amon's message. This grand invasion is headed to the origin of all wars. The only place in Ingress that qualifies is Sigma Sector, the land of annihilation. It's where the Vulgus and the Colossi first appeared over 100 years ago.
Now, you need to drop this. Sigma Sector is where the void erosion is at its worst. The void storms there turn all matter amorphous in seconds. The Vulgus are no exception to this. Of course, it's possible that the Vulgus used the Ironheart to assist them, but if they had, the energy would have been detected by our radar. You're just trying to make your theory fit your requirements. Unless Corell wants to die, there's no reason for him to have gone to Sigma Sector.
Enzo, why don't you trust me?
It's not about trust, Nell. It's about common sense.
But if the answer we're looking for is beyond the boundaries of common sense, the problem will never be solved. We have investigated almost everywhere in Ingress, and no trace of Corell's fleet has been found. But the enemy invasion shows no signs of weakening, and now they're even using Ancestors' technology. We can't rely on a common sense approach any longer. We have to think outside the box. Nell, I'm officially adopting your plan. You'll have authority over troop deployment and operational details from now.
Alpha, are you serious? More importantly, Nell, are you really planning to send troops into Sigma Sector?
See? It really is about trust. No matter how unorthodox my plan seems, I am not going to blindly order troops to their deaths. As for dispatching the Recon Corps, that will come once we've observed the energy signatures of Sigma Sector from the outside.
But we don't have that kind of reconnaissance asset. We can't even observe them with the wideband deceive here at the Kingston radar station.
Well, naturally, our tools will need to be outside the box as well. This operation will utilize the Eye of Truth, the Vulgus observation device in the White Knight Gulch. I'll pass along the details from Albion. You need to go and ready your gear.
What? My gear?
You heard Alpha. I'm in charge of troop deployments and operational details. I'd like you to take over field command in the White Knight Gulch. And for the record, this request isn't personal.
Enzo's perfect for this kind of mission. Good call, Nell.
I understand. I'll get moving.
I have seen everything. The salvation of two worlds. Descendant, you have destroyed the Ironheart and preserved the balance of the dimensions. But the war is not yet over. Corel has vanished with the remaining Ironhearts, and we do not know where he might have gone. Humanity has pursued this to the bitter end. And finally uncovered a brutal truth.
Descendant, this mission will require all the strength you have. Go with Enzo and head to the White Knight Gulch.
It really isn't anything personal, right?
It isn't personal.
There isn't much time. We have to hurry.
If you have something to say, let's talk.
Do you need anything? Supplies? Good. You're here. I've just received the operation details from Nell. This operation is definitely unconventional. I couldn't believe it myself that we'll be utilizing Vulgus biostructures. But once I read the report on the Eye of Truth from the Medical Corps, I understood. Not only can you see all of Ingress with the eye, apparently it's also capable of visual observation across dimensions and into the void. In other words, it could theoretically see through the void storms in Sigma Sector and analyze a variety of energy signatures. To think that the Vulgus were observing Ingress and humanity with a device like this, it's pretty ominous. But if we can use it to our advantage, that's a different story. The problem is, the White Knight Gulch has fallen back into Vulgus hands, and we also disabled the Eye of Truth in a previous operation. So, the first objective of the operation is for myself and the Descendant Corps to temporarily occupy the White Knight Gulch and restore the Eye of Truth. We're short on time, so if you have any questions, let's talk about them on the way to the operation area. Oh, and by the way, Nell asked 2 more Descendants to join us, Eugen and Bunny. Eugen is essential to the restoration of the Eye of Truth, but I'm not sure why she chose Bunny. Anyway, while I'm getting ready to head out, please check in on Eugen and Bunny.
Nell, I'll pay for the suit. Can't we keep this a secret from the military police? I don't want to do disciplinary training again.
It's not about the cost, Bunny. It's about the unauthorized use of ultimate equipment in development, which is a serious military offense. All right. If this mission is successful, I'll let you off the hook.
I'll do it. I'll do anything. Just tell me. You're here. You're here. Nell's briefed me on the mission. Operation Secure the Vulgus Eyeball. But I heard that Valby and Eugen destroyed the Eye of Truth. Can it be fixed? Whatever. I'll leave the hard stuff to you. All I'm supposed to do is run around, kill enemies, and collect data on how my ultimate equipment performs in the field. Anyway, how do I look? Isn't my ultimate suit killer? I stole this while it was in development by the Magisters, and what do you know? It's perfect for me. They should have given me this sooner. Then I wouldn't have had to steal it. I'm not the bad one. It's the world that forced me to steal this that's bad. Was that too much? Anyway, I'm ready to leave any time, so hurry up and go get Dr. Han. We have to go before I lose electricity.
Captain! You're not captain anymore. Miss Elias, it's my mission.
Jin, stop and listen to me. You don't have to go to the White Knight Gulch.
Why do you keep saying that? You're just in time. Please, can you tell my dear mentor to quit it? She thinks she's still the captain of the medical corps. She's making a huge fuss and trying to take my place on the mission, even though I know the White Knight Gulch the best. Can you match everything in the bundle of optic nerves in the Eye of Truth? I can do it with my eyes closed.
Okay. Well, can you forget the memory of what happened to your teammates when you close your eyes? I heard you still wake up screaming in pain in the middle of the night. Valby told me all about it. You might deny it, but trauma takes time to process and recover from. I know what happened there. Please, don't push yourself, Jin. And, to be quite honest, I'm more familiar with the White Knight Gulch than you are. I spent a lot of time there looking for Daya.
Captain.
I'm not your captain anymore. I'm asking you, as someone who cares about you, let me take your place.
Damn it. All right. Actually, I wasn't confident that I could do it either.
Yeah, you don't have anything to prove. I'm sure Daya felt the same way. So, you can give me information about the Eye of Truth through Maya Sieve. I'm a little nervous about going on a medical corps mission after such a long break.
I'm sure your years of experience will see you right, but please be careful. And thank you for your concern.
I like it when you listen to me. See you later.
Ah! Why is everyone taking so long? Are we ever going to start this mission where we fix what we broke? You know what? I'll go first.
Bunny, wait! Oh, seriously. All personnel involved in the Eye of Truth recapture operation, please report to your assigned locations. Over. Damn, I was in such a hurry to leave, I forgot some modules, Bunny.
Seriously? How is that my fault? You wasted most of your time arguing with Nell. Oh, Enzo! I understand now. You're on Nell's bad side, right? Did Operation Ring fail?
Of course it didn't, and no private chat during official operations, Bunny.
But you two look so good together. It's not every day you meet someone like that, Enzo. I'm rooting for you.
Oh, Glay, not you two. Please drop it and let's focus on the operation. You probably know why we've been deployed here. To restore the Eye of Truth, connect it to the bioscanner, and carry out observation of Sigma Sector. But first, we need to drive out the Vulgus who have reoccupied the White Knight Gulch. Then we can take out the control facility connected to the Eye of Truth. Bunny and the rest of the team, please clear the Order of Truth forces in the area. Glay, your objective is to begin restoration of the Eye of Truth. I'm going to build a field station here that will serve as a relay between the bioscanner and the Kingston radar station.
Leave it to me. Fixing things is my specialty.
Great! Let's get going!
To restore the Eye of Truth, first we'll need to find organic matter to feed the Vulgus biostructure. We can find some in the Fortress control facility and from samples of the Vulgus. I need plenty of it, so I'll need your help.
I'm going to scout the perimeter of the Order of Truth Fortress to see how many of them there are. And I'll get to test my ultimate suit's performance while I'm at it.
Yeah, you're the right age to be running around. Let me know if you have any trouble, Bunny. I can help you.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting. Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately.
Let me tell you how I managed to come.
This operation? It's just wiping them all.
Let me.
Loading.
Executive Officer Nell here. Commence mission to recapture the old mystery.
Help from a fellow soldier.
What would you do without
I
me?
knew you'd come save me. shield.
Well done, Descendant.
Good work, Descendant. We are fortunate that there were still materials remaining in the Ancestors' facility. It's time to create the inversion circulation device. I'll share what I've discovered so far. Fortunately, Descendant, I have no doubts about the operational effectiveness of the inversion circulation device. The device will be enough to filter the inversion energy infused within a Descendant's arcade. The design is highly refined and can be fully constructed using the Ancestors' materials. Once again, I find myself astonished by the technology of the Ancestors. If I had unrestricted access to every part of the Ancestors database, I know humanity could enter a new age of technological progress. Humankind could become the new Ancestors. If this happened, we could find the Ironhearts much faster.
Guide, we can't rely entirely on tech. What the Descendants need now isn't technology, but power.
Kyle.
What is it? Let me get straight to the point, Guide. Could we modify the design of the inversion circulation device to allow Descendants to use inversion energy? Yeah, it might be more appropriate to call it an inversion reinforcement device.
What do you mean, Kyle? Using inversion energy is far too dangerous. I don't understand.
It makes sense that you wouldn't understand. Look, you were with the Descendants deployed to the fortress during the Ironheart destruction operation. For those teams, the Ajax team and the Descendants who destroyed the Ironheart, the fortress operation was a battle where death was a real possibility. But those of us who faced Corell and his troops in the White Knight Gulch, we also faced death head-on. Corell's main forces were definitely enhanced by some kind of powerful energy. Especially Corell. He exuded immense power through his presence alone. After our recent experiences, I now understand the nature of the power that Corell was using. It was definitely inversion energy. Corell used the inverted Ironheart as a power source. If Corell hadn't retreated when he did, would we have survived? Would we have been able to even scratch him? I know that if Corell hadn't withdrawn, the White Knight Gulch would have become a Descendant graveyard. To defeat Corell and all those Vulgus bastards in the future, we need to be at least as powerful as he is. Instead of completely filtering out the inversion energy, we need to find a way to use it, even just a little. Is it possible to adjust the design to do this?
It's not impossible, but inversion energy is a power we must treat with caution, Kyle.
Hey, Guide. I've got something to say, too. I'm sorry, but I agree with the Magnetic Tin Man. I know it looks like I'm just playing around, but right now, my skills, abilities, and equipment are the best they've ever been. But if I had to fight Corell tomorrow, honestly, I don't think I have what it takes to win. I can definitely feel the power imbalance. I'm sure most of the Descendants feel the same way. Right? I mean, if I had to fight Corell again, I would definitely want to win. I have too many performances left to give. And if a dreamer like me thinks like this, imagine how other descendants must feel. The inversion reinforcement device is definitely dangerous, but it might also be useful. We need more power. Oh, yeah, so a while ago, I heard Enzo mumbling about something. He took a ring out from somewhere and kept playing with it. And saying, if only I were stronger, there's someone I want to be with, and stuff like that.
Luna, a public channel isn't the place to talk about this. Check your comm settings.
Huh? Why was this button pressed? Did everyone hear that?
Yes, Luna. Thank you for the detailed explanation. I also have some thoughts about the inversion reinforcement device. All descendants who are able to attend the meeting assemble at HQ. And Kyle, please teach Luna how to operate her receive channel.
All right. This, Luna, is what we call clicking.
Oh, come on. I know that.
Got a question about the operation? We have been closely monitoring this situation since the descendants began experiencing symptoms. Thanks to yours and the guide's efforts, we have overcome a significant hurdle. If we can immediately produce and distribute the inversion circulation device to the descendants, we will have averted the worst-case scenario. However, this only applies to the present situation. We need to consider other possible scenarios if we want to be fully prepared for the future. As Luna has said, if we had to face Corel tomorrow, our chances of winning would be slim. It is likely that Corel and the Vulgus main fleet have disappeared only because we temporarily disrupted their strategy. If Corel's goal is the extinction of humanity, the battle shouldn't have ended in that way. We need to make the most of this suspicious period of calm. In terms of the proposed modified design of the inversion reinforcement device, I intend to officially authorize it as a measure to enhance the capabilities of the descendants. I haven't mentioned this before, but I felt my arche briefly return when I was exposed to inversion energy. Perhaps the inversion reinforcement device will stimulate my arche and allow me to regain the abilities I lost. And if it is effective for me, proper use of the inversion reinforcement device could provide even greater power to active descendants. However, there is one condition. For the safety of the descendants, the inversion reinforcement device must be periodically reset, and their arche must be completely purified of inversion energy. The inversion reinforcement device should be used only under these strict conditions. This way, I hope the proposal will be acceptable to the guide as well. I take full responsibility for this decision, and I will use the device on myself first. If there are any issues with it, I should be the first to know. If my arche is restored, I hope I will be able to fight alongside all of you. I am hopeful that the guide will agree to this proposal, and we can proceed with mass production of the device.
Descendant, if HQ insists on this, I have no choice. Modifying the design is straightforward. We can ask the Magisters to start production right away. However, handling inversion energy itself will not be so simple. I believe in humanity. But I must continue to watch over you, to ensure you don't become addicted to such powerful forces. I hope you understand, Descendant.
Oh, the special human child. Ah, Descendant. I've already spoken with HQ. You're here about the device to control inversion energy. Yes? The designs, please. I can analyze a full range of ancestor technology immediately using my facilities. Let's see what secrets these reveal. If there's something you need... So, this is the inversion reinforcement device. Its operating principles are similar to the module system that controls RK, but it's much more sophisticated. You may not be aware that the inversion energy you've absorbed is stored within your RK, at a very minute atomic scale. This device connects that inversion energy with your RK, which will enable the activation of various powers. The more Ironheart particles that are absorbed, the greater the power that can be provided by the inversion energy. Huh. The Ancestors' technology never ceases to amaze me. This device is intriguing. HQ said that all inversion reinforcement devices should be periodically reset, didn't they? An excellent decision. That should both provide protection for the Descendants and allow me more time to study this device in depth. After the next reset, come and find me. By then, I'll be able to give you a much stronger inversion reinforcement device. I'm glad I stuck with humanity after all. I'll have the opportunity to research some very interesting technology.
The success of this operation will lead us good. The guide has accepted that this decision is the right one. I'm sorry that I can't thank her personally. Not only will this help Descendants to become stronger, it should allow any of them to regain their abilities. Now, recall the Descendants who are no longer battle-ready back to Albion, and begin distributing the inversion reinforcement devices.
Alpha, we can't detect an Nasiv signal from the Descendant deployed to the Vulgus Fortress. We've pinpointed their last known location to nearby the quarantine zone.
Wait. The Descendant deployed to the Vulgus Fortresses.
The new recruit to the Descendant Corps, Haley. We can't detect her vital signs.
Damn it. All available personnel, please provide support in the quarantine zone immediately.